Eve, and welcome to today's town hall debate with the Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton and the Republican nominee Donald Trump. Today's town hall is sponsored by Yahoo's mail security team, Wells Fargo, and their club for men. Now, if you could just all remember, this is a debate. We'd like you to be polite and applaud if you'd like to here and there, but please be polite to the candidates. We're going to be asking questions later from the audience, so please keep those sweet as well. But we want you to really ask them questions that you really want to know answers to. So if you could please give a round of applause to our two nominees, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
We took a little bit. I wanted to make America wait again. Thank you so much for waiting.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. As you know, presidential motorcades take time to get through Manhattan. So, Mrs. Clinton, we'll start right with you. We have a tough question to start with you now.
All right, shoot.
People are offended. People are offended that you suggested that Trump supporters are a basket of deplorables. How do you respond to these charges?
Okay, that came out so wrong. What I meant to say is despicables, a basket of despicables. See? Like these cute little guys. Oh, sorry about that. Aren't they adorable? No. I'm so sorry if that came out wrong, but please remember that also last week I was sick.
No, you see, that's the problem. That's the problem. She says one thing, and then she says another thing. She's flip-flops. She's a flip-flopper. She's a liar. You're crooked. You're a liar. You're a liar. It's all fake. It's all fake. And you know what? Maybe it's her time of the month. I think it's probably her time of the month.
Okay. Mr. Trump, perhaps you didn't listen to the instructions. We're going to keep things polite tonight, so thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Comment. We'll just move on. The next question is about climate change. Candidates, what is your stance on the issue? And we will start with Secretary Clinton.
Climate change is very real. It is an issue that America is facing. Now, we need to tackle what is causing global warming. And I know, for one, that one of the causes is all of the ozone-killing hairspray that my candidate...
No, whoa.
How many cans of Aquanet does Donald Trump use to get that hair?
Whoa. Let me say one thing. Climate change, it's a hoax. It's a hoax. It's fake. It's fake. You got Bill Nye the Science Guy and Neil deGrasse Mike Tyson saying whatever they're talking. We all know the sun is going to crash into the earth. We know it. It's fine. It's huge. But they're all lying to you. Let me just say, I know where I get the facts from. I've read the Bible. I've read the Bible, particularly Revelation, favorite book, fantastic book. It's a fantastic second to the art of the deal. It is, and let me just say, it's an absolutely fantastic, my favorite part is where the huge monster comes and destroys the universe. It rings true to me. It rings true. You can't beat that, right? It's fantastic writing.
Stay on topic, Donald.
Sorry.
All right. Next question. Secretary Clinton, your critics say that you're just not likable and out of touch with mainstream America. Do you care to comment?
Yes, Queen. I literally can't even with this question. I mean, it's so fetch, am I right? I'm so likable. I've been adulting for mad long. I'm totes down with the millennials. My pantsuits are on fleek. I make Snapchats. I Netflix and chill. My Insta pics be getting mad likes, yo. I Uber pool, and if I'm elected your prez, it's gonna be so lit. Just ask my boo, Billy C. Yeah.
Okay. What's the deal with you and Putin anyway, Mr. Trump? How do you explain your fascination with the Russian leader?
Vlad, great guy, fantastic guy. You like him? Don't laugh and then not respond. Do you like Vlad? He nodded. It was a polite nod. He's a great guy. They're tremendous people. The Russians, they're tremendous, they're fantastic. They're fantastic. And the physiques. They've got the best physique. Did you see the guy out riding horseback shirtless? We ride bears together. It's a fantastic time. And besides, without Russia, who would I have sex with? Who would I have sex with? I've had sex with everyone in Russia. I've had sex with all of the Russians. I have sex with all of them. And now I'm thinking about having sex with her later. The girl over there, we'll talk about it. And look, you look fantastic. She's a 10. She's a 10. She's a 10. She looks just like Melania.
Oh, that's your daughter?
No, that's Ivanka. Did you not watch Celebrity Apprentice?
Oh, I Sorry, Mr. Trump. Now we'd like to take some questions that have been sent to us through Twitter. Our next question is from Mr. Trump and comes from Twitter user What You Talking About Willis, who says, I'm Gary Coleman from TV's Different Strokes. As a person who's lived with small hands my whole life, do you have any advice for other Americans whose parts are smaller than usual?
First of all, let's get this straight. My hands are huge. I have huge hands. Now, granted, there's 4 fingers instead of 5, but they're huge. I've got huge hands and huge, you can't see right now, but it's huge. I'm not lacking in the penal department.
Mr. Trump,
no lacking.
Mr. Trump, the question was not about the size of your penis. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is from my wife, actually, who said if I didn't ask her a question, she would give me a lashing when I got home. She asked, as a Japanese American immigrant, I think your idea of building a wall is insulting to immigrants everywhere. How is this going to help immigration issues here in the U.S.?
Well, first of all, we're going to build a wall. We're going to build, it's going to be tremendous. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge, beautiful wall. You know, you can see the one in China from space. They're going to be able to see ours from the Death Star. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. I don't care if you're Oriental. I don't care who you are. But it's going to be big, beautiful, tremendous. And who's going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for it?
Mexico.
Attaboy! That's my Mexican. Look at my Mexican. Good, perfect. Yeah, Mexico's going to pay for it. And you know why they're going to pay for it? China. They're going to pay for it because they know that China's going to come in. I'm going to hire a Chinese to come in and design the thing. They design beautiful walls. And the wonderful thing about Chinese, you don't have to pay them. You don't have to pay them hardly anything. Pennies to build a huge, fantastic wall.
Because you don't pay any of your contractors.
No, we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. But the truth, the answer to your question, she's Japanese, you said?
Yes.
Japanese, Chinese, Mexican, doesn't matter, all the same.
Build that wall! Build that wall!
I love you.
You two in the front row, we've asked you have to behave at this debate, so we're going to have to ask you to leave, if that's the way you're going to act. So just go ahead. Thank you.
Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Punch him in the face! Will you punch him in the face?
Everyone just calm down. Next we have a tweet from the official Thistle Twat. She writes, thank you for making America great again, Mr. Trump. The crabby old bitches of America salute you.
Does she have a question?
No, that's the whole tweet. We have one more tweet here. It says, from the real Hillary Clinton, at Donald J. Trump, do you eat Cheetos every day?
Look, I'm a fan of a good doodle, okay? So here today I'm starting a new company, Trump Doodles. They're going to be fantastic. Not only do they serve as a crunchy snack, but as a suntan lotion. You can wipe them all over your face, and it'll keep the sun rays off when global warming gets worse. Am I right? What the hell are they talking about? It's all Chinese, China.
Okay, Mr. Trump, thank you. Now, at this time, we'd like to take some questions from the audience. One at a time, we'll have some audience members step up to the mic. And please state your name and your question, sir.
Me TREKKIE monster, me question for Clinton. Me long time internet and computer user, me running out of space on hard drive. Do you have advice on how to permanently delete browser history and free up memory?
That's a very good question.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, Mr. Monster. we can't take that question. That question's inappropriate.
No, Brian, I actually would like to answer that question. Now, I don't know why people are so interested in my emails. When Al Gore invented the internet, he created a safe place where people could share ideas and communications privately on a private server.
Now, wait, whoa. I've got a problem with this whole private servers. I have servers, and they're very public. Marisol, who works for me, she cleans my sheet. She is my public server. I don't know why we've got to hide them these days. I've got lots of public servers at home.
Thank you, Mr. Trump
You
and
got it.
Secretary Clinton. Let's hear another question from you, Miss. Go ahead. State your name and your question, please.
Hi, my name's Kate Monster, and I'm a kindergarten teaching assistant. Should I be worried about being stopped and frisked just because I'm a person of fur?
No, you don't, because I promise I will treat all minorities the same, whether you're Mexican, Oriental, or a monster. It doesn't really matter. You all get deported. You all get deported. You go back to wherever you came from. Where did you come from? Monsterville. Good. Good luck.
Mr. Trump.
Good luck.
Mr.
Good
Trump.
luck.
Mr. Trump.
Good luck.
Mr.
Get her
Trump.
out of here.
Mr.
Get her out.
Let's try to have some civility here, sir. Okay, next question. Let's see. I think we have another. Yes, Miss. Could you state your name and your question, please?
Hi. I haven't been able to find work since you shut down your club in Atlantic City. How can you assure jobs for out-of-work strippers like me?
First of all, let me say, you're a beautiful woman. Isn't she beautiful? She's fantastic. Isn't she beautiful? You're beautiful. You're fantastic. She's so fantastic. You look like my daughter. Does she look like my daughter? She does. Listen, if she wasn't my daughter, we would be stripping all night long. Look, and we'd ask you to join us. But listen, you have a tremendous rack, and I'm proud that my genes can create someone who looks just like you. It's really fantastic. But listen, you talk about women's rights. Let's talk about women's rights. I have a woman campaign manager. She's a woman voluptuous. You got to see her. You got to see her. She's voluptuous. She's beautiful. And I recently am pitching a new stop and frisk policy that I would like to try on you as soon as this is over. Do you mind?
Mr. Trump, that is incredibly offensive to women and puppets everywhere. If I am elected your president, I will stand up for women's rights, and puppets' rights, and LGBTQ rights, and workers' rights, and teachers' rights, and Hamilton lottery rights.
Thank you, Secretary Clinton. We get the point.
Susan, I have a follow-up question for you. Excuse me, is your husband's number the same?
I see what she did. Nice, well done. Well done. Clinton
thank
blows,
you,
but not like Monica. Clinton blows, but not. We had T-shirts made. They're fantastic.
All right. Let's move things along. Let's take one final question from the audience. I think we have one more final question. Sir, could you state your name and your question, please?
Yes, hello, my name is Rod. I am an investment banker and I work on Wall Street. I'm wondering, what is your stance on gay marriage?
Well, Rod, it took me some time to get there, but I am all for same-sex marriages, and I hope every one of your gay fantasies come true.
That's fantastic. But listen, this should have been left up to the states. It should have been left up to the states so that people in North Carolina can prevent their friends from having beautiful families. That's what should have happened. And it should be left up to the state. I think marriage should be between a man and a woman. A beautiful, younger woman, usually with an accent. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Fantastic. You did it fantastic. Isn't it fantastic? Isn't it fantastic? It's fantastic.
I'm afraid we're out of time, so that concludes today's town hall debate. Thank you all for coming, and remember to vote, everyone. Have a good one.